Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second of two games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up Week 2. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Watson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. To throw is Watson. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a top 5 unit right now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a favorable bounce wants that time to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Oh, the return from his end zone is Grant. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this...
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that trims the lead down to 9. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. If you look at this Browns defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush.
Pickett lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
16, Browns 14.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Johnson moves the chain, something he did plenty in 2022, leading the Steelers in yards and catches, but also had the unfortunate distinction of having the most catches yards in the NFL without a touchdown last season.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Steelers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Miles Boykin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return is Peterson. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now Watson. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Here's Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They gets 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Watson now to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 31 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pickett. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Here's Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. From back at their own 10-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a give, running left is Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Browns have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. 167 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Returnable for Grant. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Fournette, a first down carry. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. 2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Chubb on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own
The
41
Cleveland
yard
offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now Chubb running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 3rd and 7. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Boy, 196 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pickett right back to the air again. A short one there to Freiermuth. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's brought down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got this to Pickens. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.